I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my school now, Rawlings, because United Way and the ladies from Gainesville here have kind of taken us under their wing, and you don't get to see what I get to see every day, so I want to share a little bit with you. First of all, I have 283 beautiful children who come to school every day, and I have the highest free reduced rate lunch in the county. We're at 98.9%. And when you read 1 out of 4 children is in poverty, I have about 17 children who are not in poverty that come to my school every day. United Way calls and they said something about brushing their teeth, or we want to bring toothbrushes. And I said, oh, that's great, because my kids use mouthwash as toothbrushes and toothpaste. Excuse me? Yeah, it's cheap and they can have better breath and so forth. So United Way worked with University of Florida and all kind of businesses, and they called me and they said, we'd like to do sealants for your students per grade level, and we're going to try this big thing. And I have helium hand, and if you say you want to do something for my school, my hand goes up. What do you need me to do? Okay, I'll do it. So at Rawlings now, every year, all the second graders in my school get free sealants because we have a lot of toothaches. And, if you don't brush your teeth. That's not an essential when you don't have any money. Toothpaste. This year, well, we have a backpack program. And I'm going to be honest with you, I went to Rawlings. Dr. Boyd called me in and said, we'd like to go to Rawlings. And of course, like every administrator at Alachua, I went, why, I'd love to. And where is it? And I was driving out there, and I was driving. I'm like, where the heck is it? Where is this school? Where is this school? And we are the only school, it's a community school in Alachua. I have 5 housing developments, and all my babies walk to school. First day there, I'm rough. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ferocious is probably a good word for me. I'm sitting in my new office, and I actually had broke my ankle, so I was on crutches, and all of a sudden there's some kind of melee outside, and I'm like, well, welcome to Rawlings, Beth LeClear. So I hobbled out there, hands on my hips. Gentlemen, what are you doing? He took my pancakes. You're fighting over pancakes. Well, he took mine. I said, how about we fix this and we'll get you both pancakes? And I'm the new sheriff. And so now you're also going to have to work for me because we don't fight here. I don't send my students home. I like to torture them at school. Just like we do as parents. That's how they learn. You don't get to go home and watch TV. You have to stay with me. So I went back to my office and I said to my assistant principal, I said, why in God's name are we fighting over pancakes at this school? And she said, because they have nothing when they go home. I said, dang it, I was so mean too. So that really was my realization. This school is like no other that I've ever been in. And I've been in quite a few schools. This is my 26th year in education. I do tend to go to schools that have a lot more problems, especially behavior problems. Really, my forte is curriculum, but it always kind of lends itself to it. United Way, again, we want to do this backpack program. It is incredible. They come, they have volunteers that come, it's like clockwork. I don't do anything, they come in, here's the backpacks, the kids take them, bang, every week. For Thanksgiving, they got an extra backpack. A backpack is broken, they bring a new backpack. It's amazing. And you will see my children walking down the street with a wheel of backpacks with food. They don't lose those backpacks, they don't share those backpacks. And we have parents who come to us and say, can we get a backpack? So we even have a waiting list. So again, what an incredible positive for Rawlings. Taylor called me one day and said, Beth, we want to do a fundraiser, and what do you need at Rawlings? And it just so happened that I had a child that came in who didn't have any underwear. And I said, you're not going to believe this, but I got a kid that's wearing, a Publix bag. And of course, Taylor was like, oh my God. And I went, you see everything. Panties are not an essential. They're an essential for me, but panties are not an essential. Socks are not an essential. If you got something on your feet, you don't need socks. And when we went to the dress code in Alachua County, my first thought was, and it was very selfish, dang it, now I'm going to have to clothe them too. Because I knew that we couldn't afford polo shirts, and I knew we couldn't afford the same color, because a lot of our stuff comes from Goodwill, it comes from donations from United Way, and I was like, oh my God, I'm feeding them, I'm teaching them, and now I'm going to clothe them. Of course, nobody listened to me, and now we do have a dress code. But again, Taylor said, she said, well, we'll get socks and stuff for you, we'll bring it in, and we want to do a presentation. I thought, okay, that'd be awesome. Well, then she called me and said, you know what, we really don't know what you need, so we're going to just do a collection and give you money. And I said, okay. And what I've done is, in my actual budget, I have what's called an essentials category. And that's strictly for what our children need. Socks, underwear. I mean, we'll take a kid to JCPenney and buy them things. And JCPenney's really good to us. They give us a discount. We'll go to Walmart. Well, sometimes we have to take them because, you know, I have 13-year-olds in 5th grade now. I have girls who are like grown women. So we have to go take them shopping. But anyway, again, United Way went, oh, here, let's do that. Leadership Gainesville's brought us jackets. You know, it was freezing last week. I want to tell you that we probably gave out 50 jackets last week. They were freezing. They would come in, you know, where's your jacket? I don't have one. Come on. And we now have a room dedicated. Everything is sorted by size. Everything is rare to go. As soon as we get them, we put their name on it, because even if it's a jacket that was given to them, they're going to lose it, because that's what they do, because they're children. Put their name on it, give it to them, call the parent. We know that they didn't have a jacket. We have a group of women who were very kind to us and gave us all these jackets. Is it okay if we give them one? Why, of course. All right, we'd like you to write a thank you note, to send that in, and they're going to have a new jacket when they come home. So that's kind of how we operate. I am really not a person who believes in entitlement, so I like everybody to earn stuff. Just, it must be because I was raised on a farm, I don't know. But I also think that our children need to learn to say thank you when people care about them. So we really preach that at Rawlings. You don't just get, we need to say thank you, and then we need to also give back. And so we are doing some service projects. The last thing I want to tell you about Rawlings is I actually have some incredible moms and dads. And the problem is they either are not educated or just circumstances. And when we talk about working poor, if you look at my population, probably 80% have a job. I mean, you know, I work at Krispy Kreme. I waitress here. My husband does day labor. And you know, you don't realize, because of course my husband's a veterinarian, I'm a principal, we are clueless about having to spend $40,000 a year for my 4 children. I mean, I have a budget, and it's obscene, you know. And so that's one of the perceptions that I really like people to know about Rawlings is, first of all, please come and visit us. You will walk into my school, you will see truly lovely children sitting in class learning. They're very polite. They call me Dr. and Mrs. LeClear, by the way. That's who I am, I'm Dr. and Mrs. LeClear. They will hold the door for you, they will say hello to you, they will shake your hand appropriately. And then you will meet a lot of my parents who have to go to work, they work till midnight, you know, those kind of things. And we try to do everything with dignity. And I believe in pay it forward, and that's what I say to them, because I have parents who say, I want to do, once I get on my feet, perfect, please come and volunteer in the school. I have other children that could use you, or do this for your church, or do that. But I have really good parents who just can't make it. And I have truly lovely children. I said to somebody the other day, I said, I have 283 children I love, and then 2 natural children that sometimes I'd like to give away. But anyway, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Rawlings. It is a wonderful school, and truly, you are invited. Please come and see us. If I handed you a book, there'd be a kid on your lap in a second. And when people come, they think that you belong to them. And so they're very accustomed to people coming, and they love to have people just care about them. But please, visit us. And thank you, because United Way, of course, has been incredible. The ladies here in this room have been incredible. Somebody handed me a bag of new jackets, and I put them in my car. She goes, oh, I have this bag of new jackets. And I went, I'll take them right now and put them in my car. And as I was walking out, another lady went, they've already exchanged the gifts? And I go, no, just don't want to lose this. If you're ever feeling like you're not doing enough, please come and visit me, because I'd love to see one of our children come up and get a new pair of pants because they've outgrown theirs, but mom just can't keep up with the growth. And that's what I had just the other day. I just can't keep this child in pants. And my secretary went, don't worry about it, we got it. And his pants were okay, and the mother said, can I wash them and then give them to another child? That's exactly what we want you to do. So see, it works. So thank you for the lovely lunch, and I hope you have a good holiday season.